Do you remember the time Lois discovered that Peter had more children, and one of them fell in love with her, leading to an epic fight between Peter and his son? It all starts when Lois, along with her friends, plays a prank on Peter by pretending to be one of his lost children. However, instead of laughing or being shocked, Peter admits he has other kids and tells her to stop joking because he doesn't want to hear about them. This leaves Lois suspicious, so she starts investigating. Days later, she follows Peter to a clinic, where he panics and reveals his secret. In his youth, Peter donated genetic material to earn money. When Lois questions why he went to the clinic, Peter explains that her call worried him, and he wanted to make sure the clinic wouldn't give any information about him to his children. Lois advises Peter to meet his children, saying they're still part of his family. Peter agrees and contacts the hospital to release his information. The next day, visitors arrive at their house. A young woman introduces herself as Peter's child, and Lois is shocked by her resemblance to Peter. When Peter sees her, he's stunned but even more surprised to discover that she's not alone. Peter has many children of various backgrounds. Lois demands an explanation, and Peter admits he had donated many times, never imagining the clinic would use his DNA so often. Lois invites everyone to dinner, where the family bonds and Peter gets to know his kids. While Lois is clearing plates, she meets Larry, a younger version of Peter who offers to help. The next day, Larry shows up again looking for Peter. Since Peter is still asleep, Larry invites Lois to lunch instead. After lunch, Lois and Larry enjoy ice cream at the park. Lois accidentally gets ice cream on her fingers, and Larry seductively cleans it off, leaving Lois surprised. She tries to change the subject, but Larry kisses her. To her shock, Lois realizes she likes it because it reminds her of Peter's younger days. She tells Larry she feels confused, and he suggests discussing it later. The next day, Lois feels guilty about kissing one of Peter's sons. At breakfast, Peter mentions taking some of his kids to the movies and asks where Larry is. Lois becomes visibly nervous and stumbles over her words. Later, when the house is empty, Larry approaches Lois and starts giving her a neck massage. Taking advantage of the moment, he begins to cross the line. Suddenly, Peter walks in and catches them. Lois stands up, trying to explain it was just a massage, but Peter doesn't believe her and gets angry. Lois snaps, asking Peter when he ever does such thoughtful things for her. Larry then confesses to Peter that he's in love with Lois and even kissed her. Enraged, Peter and Larry get into a physical fight. Onlookers gather but don't intervene as the brawl escalates. Just as Larry prepares to land a final blow, Lois steps in, apologizing to Peter. She admits Larry reminds her of a younger Peter who used to pay attention to her. Unlike the Peter who now sleeps all day, she explains she kissed Larry because she felt neglected. In the end, everyone apologizes. Peter promises to pay more attention to Lois and never donate his DNA to a clinic again. However, he jokes about keeping it in the bathroom instead, unaware that beneath their house, hybrid animal children are lurking.